Hello, and thanks for tuning in to Eagle today. I want to talk to you about how to get the most out of your TV viewing experience. Over the last couple of years, we've invested into a lot of technology, and you have invested into a lot of technology, from the beginnings of high-definition televisions to flat-screen TV sets. Well, behind the scenes, Eagle has been working to add more channels to our cable lineup. And nowadays, when we add a channel, there's a likelihood that we will add that channel in a little bit of a unique way from a technology perspective that kind of affects you and how you might access that channel. Recently, we've had a lot of questions about people not knowing how to access these particular channels, so I wanted to take a little time today and share that with you. We're used to having our television on channels like 2 through 70 as a standard example. We call that our expanded basic cable package. A lot of folks call it standard cable or basic cable, channels 2 through 70. Well, we have a lot of additional channels that get you access to additional programming. Sometimes that programming is in high definition, and sometimes that programming is just new and additional channels. Those channels are really digital channels. These newer TVs, like the one you see on the wall behind me, is a digital television set. It's a high definition flat screen, but it's a digital television set. And what that means is it can tune to a digital channel. Sometimes you may have heard us refer to it as a technical term called QAM, but I think it's a little easier to explain if we call it a digital channel. And so I was going through our channel lineup, and I count over 30 channels that are available in a digital channel format with our standard expanded basic cable package. Oftentimes, in some of the first ones that we had out there were our high definition channel versions of the broadcast channels. So CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox, those channels are available on a television set that you have in your home, right? Like what's on the wall behind us, with our standard cable package in a high definition format. And so I'm going to turn to the TV and I'm going to walk you through this and explain digital channels to you. So in the example that we'll use here is we'll use NBC. NBC can be found on channel 2. So you go to channel 2, you press OK, and you'll see NBC. And that looks great, but you also have the high def version in a digital channel, which is in Hayes here, and Ellis Waukeeny Russell is on 99.1. And so you put in 99, and this LG TV uses a dash instead of a dot. Those are exactly the same thing. They're just different ways of doing it. So now you'll notice that we're watching NBC, but we're watching it in high definition. This was one of the first types of digital channels that we added to our cable lineup. Nowadays, we're getting into adding additional channels to enhance the value of your TV package, and we're adding sports channels and specialty interest channels. So let's look at like ESPNU. If you look at it, it's on channel 125 on the channel guide, but it's also on channel 28.1, which is the digital channel. So if you have a regular TV and you don't have a digital box, because you can get a digital box through Eagle and tune to this channel on channel 125. But most of our customers just like to use a standard television set with no digital box. Well, as part of our standard Eagle package, expanded basic, you can get ESPNU on a digital channel. Also, you can get access to channels like the Major League Baseball Network. Wow, look at this. It's on channel 128-12. So you can go here and you'll see that we have the Major League Baseball Network on there. I've had some people talk to us and say we didn't realize that we had those channels. And so we add those and we put them on, but it's confusing to customers when we do our marketing as to, you see a channel 128.12, you're thinking, wow, I don't have that. My TV stops at channel 71 as an example. So we wanted to take a little time and explain that to you. One last thing that I want to show you up here on the television set is the ability to do a channel search with your TV. Now every channel is a little bit different. Every TV, I should say, is a little bit different. This LG TV you press the settings button, okay? And you'll get to a menu. Because we're talking about channels, you kind of look for the one that says channel or something similar to that. You press OK, and it comes over here and gives us some more options. We've got auto tuning, manual tuning, and channel edits where you can add and take out. What you might want to consider doing if you have a flat screen TV is do a channel search or a channel tune, and you go to auto tuning, and so you press OK, and then here it's going to say make sure you're either connected to an antenna or connected to a cable, which we are your cable provider, and you connect our cable in the back, which has probably been that way for years, and you press start, and it will go through and it'll search not only channels 2 through 71 like you have today, but it will also tune and go through all the digital channels, and you'll pick up the 30 some odd channels that I'm talking to you about today. Like another one, for example, is the OWN network, OWN, on 28.2. So we go to 28-2 and press OK, and it'll tune there. And you can also, once your TV's been scanned, which this one has, we should be able to hit channel up, and it goes straight to 28.3. You hit channel down, it goes back to 28.2. So essentially, it works just like it did before, but the channel numbers are completely different, and they're bigger, and they have dots or dashes in them. So don't be afraid about that. Embrace it, try it. If you can't figure out how to do it, give us a call. We'll help you with that on the phone. It's something that's important to us. You get access, you pay for your programming, and you get access, and we don't want you to miss out on any of these channels and the great programming that Eagle has to offer. So thanks for tuning in today, and check out the number here at the bottom of the screen. If you need to get a hold of us, give us a call. We'd love to answer any questions you have, and thanks for being an Eagle customer.